Hello everyone! Today I am doing a club sweatproof, just sweatproof makeup basically. I'm gonna show you how I do my makeup if I need it to last all night. Me and Sophie are actually going clubbing tonight to, you know, show you guys how it's holding up. Let me just show you all the products that I would suggest you use if you need your makeup to last an unconceivable amount of time. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna start with eyes because we need to leave the base till last because we need it to look the freshest. To prep my eyes, I'm gonna be using the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. You know it's my favourite. All these makeup products will be ones you've probably seen me use before because it's like I don't use any other products, but that's because the ones I'm telling you to use are so good. Like, I'm not gonna tell you to use a shit product just because it's different to what I'm usually using. I normally don't prep with concealer, like it's not something I'm so avid on doing, like prepping my eyeshadow and stuff, but when you're obviously needing it to last, having a sticky full coverage base is just gonna enable it to stay a lot longer than if you were to just not and just blend over your foundation and go. So we're just gonna prep that, and then need to get some breath back. Take the Kylie setting powder in translucent, but any setting powder will do. Like most setting powders do the same thing. I'm just gonna set my eyes with that. It will allow the eyeshadow to stay. I'm trying to figure out the look I'm going for tonight because obviously I would do some crazy eyeshadow look, but that's not gonna last all night and it's not gonna be able to stay looking perfect for as long as we want. So I think I'm just gonna do a neutral, maybe with some glitter on the lid, and that's about it. Keeping it as simple as we can in terms of if you wanted to touch it up, but I'm not gonna be touching mine up when I'm in the glue. I just need mine to look cute. I'm using the Whatever palette by Colourpop, and I'm taking the shade Copycat and this one right here, and I'm mixing those together to just blend into my crease and on my eyes like so. I don't know why that bit looks really unblended. It'll come together. Blend, blend, blend to make sure that this looks cute. I think that is a vein. I'm not gonna cap to you. I genuinely think my body just doesn't want me to look snatched. And I'm gonna do the same to the other eye. Blending that with a clean brush just to make sure that it's as seamless as we can get it. Then I'm actually not too sure what I'm gonna take. I'm gonna take the Plush Like Me from Colourpop. Colourpop palettes are so good. They're all my favourite palettes, and you'll probably notice that I use Colourpop palettes most of the time because they're so cute. Let me show you the ones that I've got going on right now in my everyday makeup drawer. Like, look how cute that is. Do they not just look adorable? I want to do one with like this palette soon, but not tonight. I will be using one shade out of that actually, but I'll show you that in a bit. For now, I'm taking this palette right here. I'm gonna use this color called Flannel, and I'm popping that all over my lid, making sure you're getting that on your lash line as well. You can just take the brush used prior to blend that all in like so. It looks like I've got a black eye right now. It's okay. Having the dark eyeshadow on, when it wears, it will just wear to a lighter brown rather than to nothing. So it will look like your makeup's lasted a lot longer than it has. I feel like with sweatproof makeup, obviously you want it to last as long as it can, but it's also about giving the illusion that the makeup that's worn off and how it's ended up is looking how I applied it. So once this darkness wears off a little bit, it will just look like a neutral brown, and people can just think that that's what I came out looking like. I'm just gonna clean up under my eyes so I can judge a bit more what eyeliner I want to do and stuff. So now for highlights in the inner corner. I'm actually gonna take these out because they're driving me up the wall. Inner corner and on top of the brow bone. I'm gonna take a little brush like this, taking the Witching Owl by Colourpop with just a shimmery, it's called 3000, it's like a shimmery gold colour, and I'm applying that just, I don't know, you can see that, yeah, you can see that on my brow bone, which will lift my face like so, like that. I forgot to mention, if you want to know how I did my brows, I recently did do a tutorial on that, so you can go check that out if you want to know how I do those. I'm also just gonna put the smallest amount on my inner corner. I want to do that before I do my winged eyeliner. I'm gonna do my winged eyeliner off camera just because I have recently also done an in-depth little eyeliner look, and I think it was on how to look like a baddie going into 2022. I did do like a, I think it was probably like 5-minute segment on how I do my eyeliner, and I'm doing it exact same as that. So if you want to see how I do that, go look there, and if you want to see like a whole separate video for that, just let me know down below and I can do that. So that's not an issue, but I am gonna do it off camera today just to save you time because I'm sure you don't want to sit there and watch me go the whole time. Do you know what I mean? The eyeliner that I am using, and that is the Maybelline Lasting Drama Matte Waterproof. It is the best. If you buy any drugstore eyeliner, go and buy this one. It's so good. It's so good. Now I'm going to apply my lashes on. My eyeliner is now done. This is what it looks like. I'm using these lashes. They look like this. Oh, my bad. They look like this. I don't know where they're from. I know they're from Pinky Goat, but I'm unsure of the style. I know they are like just a winged, just your classic winged look. So I will try and find them and insert the name on screen. But if I can't, I will find an alternative for you instead. Any winged lash, they're my faves to go with. And I'm also just going to quickly apply some mascara beforehand, just to make sure that my lashes are also black. This looks like every other makeup look I've done. That's the mascara on, and I'm now just going to go ahead and apply the lashes. I'm using the Doll Beauty Lash Glue. So I'm just going to pop that on my lashes, actually. You're going to want to make sure you're putting either 1 or 2 layers on your lashes so that they last all night long. All night. I'm going to put the first layer on now, wait for it to go half tacky, and then I'll apply the second layer again. This is an up close while I'm waiting. I mean, my eyeshadow looks a bit patchy, but it doesn't in real life, so I don't know why it's looking like that on camera, to be honest. Apply my lashes on now. And this is what my lashes look like. How bang. So lush. Leaving them to go tacky will allow you just to straight up stick them on and they'll stay. And that's always fun. Save the time. I'm just gonna wait for these to set in place, and then I'm gonna squeeze them, and then we will move on to the face, which is the part obviously we all probably want to see, because that's what we all... Oh, okay, that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna leave them, I'm not gonna touch them this time. And then I'll come back once they're all pressed and everything, and we'll go straight onto the base, which is the exciting part. Coronavirus? I haven't got coronavirus, guys. Don't worry about it. I just choked on my own spit. A little side note while we're waiting for my lashes. I'm just sat here. I just did a tutorial on how I do my hair, which will either be up before or after this look. So go have a look, see if it's up. If not, I will let you know. I think I'm going to do this makeup first anyway, so this will be up after. I think actually, let me just commit to that. That hair will be up after this makeup look. So if you're looking at how and wondering how I do my hair, that'll be coming very soon, so don't you worry about it. Sophie is right there in the corner editing it as we speak, because she just wanted to edit it, so she's so cute. She's so speedy. She's like, and I'm there like, I bet you'll notice from that video that Sophie's edited it, because I'm shit at editing. Like, I'm actually beyond shit. I just can't do it. If you like her, I'll pay her to edit all my videos. Absolutely not. Squeeze, squeeze. Look how much nicer that they're squeezed. It looks so much more like it's meant to be on my eye. It looks so much better. So that's like a vital step. Do not forget to squeeze your lashes, because it really does change the way they look on your eyes. And you want your eyes to look cute and fluttery, because that's what makes the boys wink. Okie dokie. I'm gonna say spray some... my toe is caught. Oh my lord! I'm gonna spray some setting spray. I know you're not meant to do that after you've done your eyes, but I don't care. So I'm using the Morphe setting spray, and I'm just gonna spray this all over my face before we even start the base. And I'm going to let that dry. I might as well say while I'm waiting for it to dry. I'm going to apply the the e.l.f. Mint Melting Cooling Face Primer, which is supposed to be a dupe for the Milk makeup, which I haven't tried. But I think I'm going to order it and try it and tell you if it's actually a dupe or not, because I'm really intrigued to see. But this one is really good, and it's a great primer to use. So I'm just going to pump a fair amount of that on. And I'm going to start applying this everywhere, apart from under my eyes, because I don't want my makeup to look weird under my eyes. And I don't know what this primer is going to be like under this. I never really apply primer that often anyway, so if you're going to the club, it's hot, it's sweaty, there's stinky boys around, you don't want any of that. And this primer is so sticky, it is so good. You just know from the feeling on your face that it's going to keep your makeup on all day. Next, we're going to go straight in with foundation. And for foundation, I'm betraying my trusty heyyyy, breaks my heart, for the Maybelline 30 Hour foundation, because if you know, you know. This, that just sprayed everywhere. I kid you not, it's on my bed in. I'm gonna pump that just straight onto the sponge and then spread that around my face and blend this in. I think I applied too much. Oh well, this foundation ain't gonna budge, babes. It kind of hurts my chest that I'm not using my heyyyy, I'm not gonna lie, because we all know that's my favourite foundation, but I know I need to switch up for you guys and show you some other of my foundations that I like. It's not like I don't like any other ones, it's just when you find a foundation you're obsessed with the way I am. This one you just don't want to use any other ones, you know? But today we progress. We switch it up. I'm gonna make sure you're applying that all over your face. I avoid the under eyes because we don't want that to crease. We're gonna put concealer there anyway, so don't worry about that. Blend, blend, blend. My beauty blender is dry because I find it just allows to have a fuller coverage when blending your makeup in. Obviously, if you prefer to blend with a damp, you do that, girl. There's no one stopping you. Keep blending until that is all in to your skin and down your neck. As you can see, I need to apply fake tan. That's for another day. I'll probably do that tomorrow night. Now I'm gonna go in with concealer. I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in light beige that I used on my eyelids. Pop that under my eyes and just like that on my face. I'm gonna wait a bit to blend under my eyes, set a little bit and get a bit more coverage because we love that. Blend the outsides first, drag it out, blend, because that will help sharpen up your eyeshadow if you do that. Blend all around and then I'll leave that bit until I'm ready to blend that section in because I want the fullest coverage. We don't want no dark circles here. Now you can see my under eye is flawless, and that's because we allowed it to sit for a bit longer, which helps the coverage really build up with your concealer. I'm just gonna go over my nose as well. Put that in. Your base is on. This is a perfect start. I'm gonna use the Refi Cream Bronzer in Sand. I'm gonna take the same thing I used for my foundation. Start blending this in and around the perimeters of my face. Doing cream product is going to help your makeup last because obviously you then already have the colours that you're using with powder underneath, so when the powder does wear off a bit, you're going to have that cream to pull you back through underneath, making it look like your powder really hasn't worn off, even though it probably has, because makeup does disappear. There's only so long you can keep your makeup on for. We just got to do it for as long as we can. On my nose, a bit at the top and the bottom of my lip. That is what it looks like so far. Next, I'm going to take the Fenty cream blush. I use this one when I have a full coverage base because it is so pigmented, shows through and on top of it, which is really nice because we want obviously to have as much colour underneath our powder as possible. Put a little bit on my forehead and the tiniest bit on my chin just to make the colours really work together. I want this to look very seamless, and I will be putting a lot of powder on top. For powder, I'm gonna bake using the Kylie Soft Pink Loose Powder under my eyes. The pink tone is gonna brighten up under your eyes, and baking will also help just set in place your makeup incredibly. I'm not baking too precisely because I'm not doing crazy baking by pressing in the powder with the sponge, so maybe you can't even call it baking. I'm basically just pressing in the powder to make sure that I know that it's set in place before I go over with my next products. And I'm actually doing this all over my face. I didn't plan to do that. It's worked that way, so that's what we're gonna vibe with. Now that's all pretty much in so far, I'm gonna dust that off with a giant fluffy brush. This one is from Nanchi and it's actually got my name on it. Take off that excess for now. We're gonna use 2 different powders to keep this all in place. Why does that look like that? It doesn't look like that in real life. Anyways, I'm then gonna go in and set the bronzers and blushes first, and then we're gonna go in with powder again under our eyes and stuff. For now, I'm just gonna leave that Kylie to set in as much as it can, and then we can figure out the rest. For contour, I'm using the Scott Barnes because I can trust this. It's reliable. I know it's gonna work, and that's what you need. You need to know the makeup you're gonna wear is gonna last. So I'm gonna just mix the shades Slice and Shade. Start blending that into my forehead, but in a tapping motion because I want it to set what's underneath rather than move it. Move my eye. Okay, so that is the bronzer done for now. I'm now gonna go on to blusher, and I'm using my same old Scott Barnes palette just once again because it's oh my god, it's trusty, I know it works, and today is not the day to test and trial new products. If you're wanting to make your makeup sweat proof, if you've noticed one of your products lasts extra long, don't try a new one, stick to it because that's what you're gonna want. And I'm gonna mix the shade Minimalist and Rose. Go in with Minimalist first, and then I'm gonna take Rose and apply that just extra on my cheeks. So I'm just gonna apply the Too Faced Lip Injection Plumper to my lips to get them nice and plump, ready for the club. I would say a matte lip will stay, but I feel like if you're drinking, you're gonna need to constantly go to the bathroom to reapply it. So I would suggest, like Sophie said, a gloss and a lip liner because you can do that on the go a lot quicker, a lot easier. Therefore, I would say making it more long lasting because it's just easier maintenance. But I feel like any lip products, they're gonna come off. like that's really difficult to maintain and keep on. I'm gonna take the Kylie lip liner just over the top and make it look like I have lips. Almost creating a shadow effect. Nothing too crazy. Very low maintenance, but making it look real cute. Like that. I'm gonna take Sugar Glass over the top and then I'll allow the lip plumper to make highlights darker with them getting red. The last thing I'm actually gonna do, I'm just looking at my cheek. I'm gonna contour slightly a bit more with this one, which is called Diced. It looks intense, but just keep blending. And blend, blend, blend. And then one last set in place. Then I'm just gonna add some nose rings to my look today. Why the fuck not? I do love a nose ring. I need to get the guts to redo mine, but a double nose ring, it hurts differently. It hurts differently. Anyways, okay, let me show you this real up close. Might need to do some touch-ups before I go, just to double make sure, but I hope you guys enjoyed. I will catch you guys in my next video. If there's anything you wanted to know, what products I used, etc., let me know and I'll just comment below. They should be listed in the description, but if not, just comment and I will tell you. But yeah, this is the finished look. Goodbye! Deuces!